Now let's get into the reinforcement or the strengthening of the obturator internus. Now there's two ways that we can do this. We can do this in an open chain fashion, which is going to be better for athletic performance, and we can do it in a semi-closed chain fashion, which is going to have more of an impact on the pelvic floor or the viscera of the body. So I got Cindy here helping me out today, so thank you, Cindy. Now we're going to be doing 3 different angles. So to work the inferior portion of the obturator internus more distally, so this is going to be more for performance, athletic performance, we're going to bring the thigh greater than 100 degrees. And I have a little mat underneath Cindy's knee. This top leg right here is a fixed leg, so we need to fix one side of the pelvis to work the other side. So I'm going to have Cindy pick up her big toe on the right side. I want her to gently push her knee back into my finger, but at the same time pull the thigh into my finger, and that's going to fix the femur. Now she's got her abs tight to contract to control the pelvis. And now all I'm going to have Cindy do is gently push the knee down into the mat, and now lift your ankle to the ceiling. So she's doing a component of external rotation. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, just like that. Now, typically when I start out, I'll do anywhere from 30 to 50 repetitions just to get volume into the area, a lot of blood flow into the area. And then after that, we can always add an ankle weight and we can decrease the amount of reps. Now to do the middle portion of the obturator internus, all I'm gonna do is slide Cindy's knee down to about 90 degrees. And now it's the same exact thing. Fix this thigh and go ahead and lift, up, down, keep the knee, gently push the knee into the mat. And now up, down, up, down, up, down. And to do the superior portion of the obturator internus, we need to bring that thigh roughly less than 70 degrees. So about right here. Again, same thing. Fix this leg, push this knee down into the mat, and lift into external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. And this is how we reinforce the obturator internus more distally, which is going to affect more performance and sport performance. Now, this is the reinforcement of the obturator internus. This is done more proximal. So this is going to have more of an impact on the pelvic floor and the prostate, the uterus, the ovaries, more of the internal organs of the body. Now to do this, we're going to get into the myofascial stretch position of the obturator internus. So Cindy, I want you to go in the 90-90 posture with this leg back behind you. So we're going to be working the right obturator internus. So Cindy props herself up nice and tall. Now our angles are 100 degrees, so greater than 100 degrees. Now I'm looking at this hip angle. So greater than 100 degrees, I'd bring her thigh up a little bit this way. And she's gonna go ahead and prop herself up right now, gently push this knee down into the floor, gently try to sink the right sit bone into the floor. Now taking your hands, bring them out to your side like this, turn your belly button over the back thigh. Now, simply perform a component of external rotation. So I want Cindy to push her knee up into my hand. So yep, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Now, I typically, again, will do anywhere from 30 to 50 repetitions. As a therapist, I can add resistance by putting my hand here, and I can cause resistance. I could just simply put an ankle weight on her thigh as well to put weight on it. Now, just relax for a second. Now to work the middle fibers, all we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this thigh back a little bit more so the thigh's more at a 90-degree angle. Same thing, push that front knee down, sink the sit bone into the ground, bring your arms out, turn your belly button over that thigh, and again, lift, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. And then to work the superior fibers, now we wanna have less than 70 degrees. So I'm gonna bring that hip a little bit further back behind her, and again, the same thing, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation, and go ahead and go down. Now, this is a very difficult movement. If you can't hold your arms up like that's fine. You can always just keep this hand on the floor, prop yourself up, and you can even keep this hand there, and you can just focus on the external rotation of the femur and having the belly button turned a little bit over the back leg. And this is how we perform the semi-closed chain strengthening of the obturator internus. And again, this is gonna affect more proximal, so this is gonna have more of an impact on the pelvic floor. This is the myofascial stretch of the obturator internus. Anytime you do a reinforcement or a strengthening, you should always do a stretch of it. Now, if you're not doing the reinforcement and you think that your obturator internus is tight, you can always go to this to do the stretch of the obturator internus. Now to do this, we're gonna get in the 90-90 position. Let's bring this leg back. And this is the leg that we're stretching. The obturator internus that we're stretching is on the right side. So we're in the 90-90 position. Front thigh straight out from your body, knee at 90. Back thigh straight out from your body, knee at 90. Now, prop yourself up really tall with your left hand. And now what I want you to do is I want you to push your left knee down to the floor and take a moment and just try to sink your right sit bone into the floor. It's kind of like cracking your pelvis open. Now, if you have this ability, I want you to take that hand away from the floor. I want you to bring your arms out to your side and I want you to turn your belly button at me. So you're trying to take your belly button and turn it at me, not so much the torso. Take that belly button and crank it toward me. Now, keeping that knee pushed down, keeping the sit bone down, what I want you to do now is I want you to lead with your belly button and come at me like you're coming forward. And then the last move, the money move, Cindy's, I want you to gently push your knee into my finger and we're gonna hold and breathe for 30 seconds. Bring these arms out in front of you more. Bring them out in front of you. Good, keep pushing, keep breathing. Turn your belly button more at me. Keep pushing that left knee down. Keep sinking that right sit bone into the floor. Keep pushing this knee gently into my finger. Again, push that left knee down. Keep going tall. Chin is in, eyes are down. Good, nice and tall. Push that right sit bone down. Keep gently pushing that knee into my finger. After 30 seconds is up, slowly relax. And then you want to switch sides. Whenever you're doing the myofascial stretch, you should do it for 3 times. The first time you kind of feel the position. The second time you go a little bit harder. And then the third time you go after it a little bit more. And this is the myofascial stretch of the obturator internus.